All right, Ed, I am back. Still don't have what I need. I had what I needed, and then I looked at it, and then somehow I don't know, magically deleted it. So I'm still waiting for the letters from you guys, ladies and gentlemen, to listen to the podcast. Evidently, the volume's been too low. I just found that out, so I brought it up a little bit. I apologize. Also, people have been asking. People are talking about, Bill, can I buy any of the Fenway Park merch? That will be available this week. The store will go live. We're working on Wednesday. Follow me on the socials. I'll post it on Instagram and Twitter before, like the day before. I'll give you plenty of time. Oh, and the content is here. And but before I get into the content, all those golfers always talk about how golf's the most difficult game. Like, hey man, you're just playing against yourself. It's so hard. Everybody has to shut up when you hit the ball and all of that. Here's another sport that you have to shut up when they hit the ball, which I actually think is more difficult, I think tennis. I think I could debate with somebody. I think I could present a solid argument how it is a battle against yourself, and you have to hit a ball that's going upwards of 130 miles an hour with spin on it. And like, I watched one the other day where that dude who always wins the French Open was just got smoked the first set. And then in the second set, he finally broke the other guy. And the other guy who was playing with him, no problem, kicking his fucking ass. I've seen this a zillion times. It's like, like in golf when you hit a bad shot and then your whole fucking day falls apart? In tennis, when you're playing somebody that is ranked higher than you are, where you have to go to psychologically to be like, I can play with this fucking person. And then you start kicking their ass and you almost don't believe it. And then all of a sudden, once they break you and then the crowd gets behind the other person because they know that person, and all the whores in the crowd want to fuck him afterwards and get some of his fucking I want a major tennis money. They start getting behind him. How deep you have to go. And that is all on you psychologically, just like in golf. Where, like, say if you're playing baseball and you get the yips, somebody hits the ball to you and you fucking throw it into the stands, you still have, like, the next guy gets up. What are the odds he's going to hit it to you? You can still get out of that fucking inning. You could go the rest of the game and they never hit it to you. And you're sitting there in your head freaking the fuck out, but nothing ever comes of it because the ball never goes to you. Tennis isn't like that. It comes at the second you hit it, it comes right back to you, unless the other person fucks up. I think it's a harder game, personally. It's a more athletic game, all of that type of shit. I just don't, the reason why people don't understand it is because if you walk into a doctor's office and they see you have high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and that type of shit, and they want you to walk more, they don't say take up tennis. They tell everybody out there to take up golf. Why do they do that? Because it involves walking and minimal athletic ability to play the sport. I would say out of all the fucking sports that you could just actually go out there. I'm not saying you won't be all over the course, but people, I just pick it up, and you can just play at the pace that everybody plays as long as you bring enough fucking golf balls with you. There's no other sport like that. So, part of this might be because I'm so fair-skinned that I can't play the game, prior to 7 p.m. at night, 8 p.m. on the West Coast. All right, here's some letters. Not letters. Nobody has letters anymore. An email. All right. Here's some emails. Sherbert, which I learned is Shorbert. I don't even know how to say it. I don't even know how to fucking say it anymore. I don't care because I don't order it. Bootleg ice cream. Bill, I read some comments on the YouTube post of the podcast and asked some friends at work. We all thought it was Sherbert. Anyone who didn't either manufactured the stuff or had a relative that invented it. All right. He said that invented. Had a relative invented. I was going to say you're as dumb as me, and actually I'm dumb because I didn't read it right. I have to go again. Who is using Google Chrome? We would like to know. Fucking business is it of yours? As I answer the question. Once again, if you missed it last week, how to pronounce... I don't even know how to spell it. It's Shobert. Shobert. How to pronounce Shobert. Okay, here we go. Where is it?
Shobert.
It's not Shobert. Fuck you. I refuse. I don't accept that answer. Shobert. You want some ice cream or some Shobert? Shobert. I think it's Shobert. Like, show me the money. Shobert. All right. Morbidly obese. Greetings from across the pond. I wanted to contact you to thank you. It's because of you that has given me the encouragement to get the help that I've been silently screaming for. There's a bit of backstory, so please bear with me. Oh, Jesus Christ. And here I am fucking talking about global warming and all that, bringing you down. I'm a 37-year-old male who is registered as morbidly obese. 4 months ago, I hit rock bottom, and as I weighed in at 463 pounds during a routine hospital appointment. I never felt so ashamed and angry at myself as I did then. If it makes you feel any better, I just gave my old school sizes pre-pandemic, and I had a fitting, and like, not only could I not button the shirt, I couldn't even get the shirt together. There was like an inch of flesh showing. It's like I put on 20 coats of paint. For the last few years, I've been waiting for an operation called a sleeve gastrectomy. It's where a large part of my stomach is removed, so it's much smaller than it was before. That means you cannot eat as much as you could before surgery, and you'll feel full sooner. But COVID put the brakes on that, and the subsequent backlog of operations caused as a result. I asked the hospital if there's anything that they could do in the meantime. They offered me a course of daily injections to do at home and appetite suppressant. I've been on these since the end of April, and in that time, I've lost 54 pounds. That's great, and it's still coming off. I now eat regular, somewhat healthy meals and go for walks. I'm actually thinking about starting the gym! ! Listen up! He's getting up like Hulk Hogan! Got that hand, you know, when he went to drop the hand the last time and it just stayed up there and the whole fucking place went nuts? This is great. God help us all. LOL. Fuck that, dude. Get out there. This is awesome. It's because of you ranting on about the obesity crisis in your comedy specials and or podcasts, which gave me the encouragement to ask for the help I needed. There you know. I know for a fact I would be dead by the time I reached 40 if I didn't do anything. So thank you. Well, good for you, sir or ma'am. That's awesome. And because you said that, I'm actually going to go for a walk in this fucking 100-degree fucking heat. Got to do something. I'm sitting around in this fucking house. It's driving me crazy. All right. Although I do like being home. It's a struggle. Well, you know what I do is I go for the walks when my son has a nap. My wife took a great picture of us yesterday. We were both sitting on the couch watching football. I'm watching football on the couch with my son. I mean, it's just, there's nothing better than that. Nothing. There's no car. There's no drum kit. There's helicopter. There's nothing. There's just nothing. And we're sitting there, and I didn't realize it. We were both sitting there the exact same way. And I had my hand over on my son. I was rubbing his head as we were just sitting there staring at the TV watching some college football. My wife took this great picture of us. It's just the best. Having the kids is the best. You literally make however many you have, you're making friends, people you can hang out with. I actually had a great conversation with my daughter last night. She was like watching TV, and I said, "Hey, can I ask you something?" And she was like smiling because she wanted to watch her show. I said, "Can I ask you something?" She goes, "What?" And I go, "Do you like me?" And she immediately smiles. She goes, "Yeah." I go, "Am I a good dad?" She goes, "Yeah." And I go, "Are you happy when I come home?" And she goes, "Yeah." And I go, "All right, thanks." got to check in. You got to check in. You can't be like, do you go like, oh, fuck, the asshole's home?